What's good, everyone? RagingYoshi here with another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. Previously, we went through a bit of cutscenes, we talked with Eric, we met Leon, learned how to use slates, and now we are just before the end of this world. Now, I do believe I keep most of the fights in here because there isn't a whole lot left to be done. Because, honestly, I'm pretty sure we're right next to the room we have to get to. So, that being said, kind of just taking our time. Got another level up. You see I'm using a lot of CP. Like, with my level ups, I tend to put my points in the CP, especially early. I will be explaining more of why I'm doing that specifically a little bit later. But for now, you guys get to just be in the dark as to what that CP is actually used for. I don't know if I went into it in my second recording session. If not, then it'll probably be at the start of the start of the third recording session, where is what will be when I talk about that. But yeah, we're just clearing out Heartless in the room. I'm smacking all the things in the room just to get different the Moogle points. There we go. I lost my train of thought completely for half a moment. If you notice, after defeating that one Heartless, I got a room card as a premium room. Premium rooms, they make it so that defeating enemies sometimes drop a premium bonus. Premium bonus turns one of the cards in your current deck into a premium card. Premium cards cost less points to put into your deck into that later, but they unfortunately do not reload after your first reload. So, premium cards are useful and not useful at the same time. It can be a little bit sketchy using them, but otherwise, I'm kind of just clearing out this room. There's not a whole lot important going on right now, especially since I don't have a lot of cards right now, so I can't really customize how I want to play. That's one really cool thing about this game. Once you get to a certain point, you can basically set it up to play how you like to play. Did I hit this lamp? No, I didn't. There's a Moogle point. Or 10 Moogle points, too. Okay, there we go. I was really afraid I was going to get hit right there. Jeez. But yes, overall, I'm really just grinding through these fights. As I said before, I decided to keep these in just because at this point, there's not a whole lot left to do in this world. We have a bunch of enemies. I think this world only has 3 different varieties that spawn. We have Shadow. Oh, 4. Nope, 4. Thank you for proving me wrong. 4. We have basic Shadows, which are the weakest enemy you won't encounter here. We have Shadow Soldiers, which are a little bit stronger, but not too much of a threat. We have Red Nocturnes, which are the little fire guys floating around, and the Blue Rhapsodies, which are the blue ice ones. Neither very strong or anything to deal with. This group's gonna get broken, isn't it? Yep. This group's gonna get broken too. Yep. That's unlucky. That's one thing about this game. A lot of people actually very much dislike this game because, oh, you like the card game, it's stupid and blah blah blah. I think the strategy involved in this game is actually really fun, and it just adds a different depth to the gameplay of the game. A nice difference from the traditional hack and slash. But that being said, another fight. I know, I think I'm just clearing out enemies just to get whatever levels I can. I'm playing this on proud mode. Clearing out the enemies is just generally a good idea, honestly. It gives you more experience. You have a reason to run from fights. Can you get through the game running past a lot of enemies? Probably. Oh, so I don't know if I've shown. Oh wow. I don't know if I've shown that off before, but that's one of our slates that we get to start out with. Wild Crush. Wild Crush is done by having a Goofy, Donald, and then any Keyblade card. Kind of just grab Goofy and just run around with him as a battering ram as he just plows through enemies. Yeah, Goofy's head's pretty thick, so not really much chance of him failing to make it through that. But I digress. As I'm bad at putting the keys in the door, we use our third special key, the Key of Truth, as we enter the final room. So whenever you use the Key of Truth, I believe there's not a single point in the game where you will not get a boss. So, we are about to have our first boss game. And if you play Kingdom Hearts 1, you should know what boss is coming up. But I will leave that for when we actually fight him. Oh my goodness. All the yawning. But yes, here we go. Sid suddenly knows who we are. We know who Sid is. And he doesn't know who we are, but he knows our name because Castle Oblivion. Yeah. I'm actually very happy that we're hearing the Traverse Town theme right now. Just because that other thing, I don't remember its name right now because this is a different day than when I recorded the previous episode's post-commentary. But you know what? I quite frankly do not care because of how bad that soundtrack is. Like, I'm the type of person who will praise most soundtracks in the Kingdom Hearts series because they're really good, they fit the atmosphere you're in, they're enjoyable, they're fun, and just quite frankly, they seem really well put together. That one track, I hate. As I yawn, like, non-stop. Donald, what's Donald doing about? I don't even remember. Hey look, the bell's ringing. That means bad stuff is gonna happen, right? If I remember what Sid was saying. Be careful, sir. And that's my impression. I really don't know how to do that. My niece is finding it. But yes, here we have the first boss of Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. We have Gurm. And yeah, Battlefield. As we have a really long PlayStation 3 long times, but 3, 2, 1, and we're loaded soon-ish. Wow, this is really long. But yes, get to fight Guard Armor. Okay, Guard Armor is split into a total of 5 different pieces. We have the chest and head, individual arm, and we have each individual leg. So by hitting each individual piece, you damage only that piece. The only exception being if you hit the head and chest, the damage will be spread out across all Guard Armor's parts. Unlike most enemies we've had, Guard Armor has a few higher numbered cards, along with a variety of low cards, that will be used against us. But here, we have the gimmick card. Gimmick cards appear only in the special Disney boss fights, or better put, world boss. They activate a gimmick that allows you to have an easier time fighting this battle. In this case, it knocks down Guard Armor and allows you to just kind of wail on him for a little bit. So, what I actually like is get 2 Goofies and get a gimmick card. So, gimmick be 0. It's a good idea to use them to break something, and then you'll get a free gimmick, yourself an advantage. Also, you notice we destroyed his arms at this point, so they're no longer on the field. Watch out, Sora. I think that hit me. I don't know. I couldn't quite tell. I think I'm waiting for a gimmick card so I can show off the trick that I want to do. No? Where's the gimmick card? Okay, I guess I don't get one. Goofy's really good for this fight because Goofy spins and just so much multi-hit damage. But unfortunately, we don't have a gimmick card to fully take advantage of that. What I like to do is use a gimmick card, the boss down, and then get a level 2 or level 3 Goofy Tornado, just because it does so much damage. I've literally taken this boss out from full to 0 with one Goofy Tornado. It might have been level 2, but it's because Goofy's spinning so fast and hitting, he just does so much damage. Alright, there's another Goofy over there. I'm actually really upset that I did draw that because that tree is spinning. Ow. Ow. Why must you hit so hard, game? There we go. The Guard Armor goes down pretty quickly. It's not at all, but for the first boss, adequate challenge. Most bosses in this game have a way for you to kind of cheese them out. I feel like this scene is almost ripped straight out of KH1, except it's in a different location, because you fought Guard Armor in District 3, not the 2. But here, we get our first enemy card. We get the Guard Armor enemy card. What this does, I cannot remember off the top of my head. In future, I will try to make sure when we get enemy cards, I can read to you what it does. At the beginning of the next video, I'll tell you what it does, because I can't remember right now. But yes, we got our first enemy card. So as you saw before in the introduction, oh my goodness, I thought. In the first episode, there we go, you saw that we have enemy cards, they different part of your deck. So that card, if we were to put it into our deck, we will have access to it. Currently we would not if we went into a battle right now, because we have not put it into our deck, which I will be explaining at a later point. I actually have to look over the footage for session 2, where I did some battling and stuff and did the world. I do not remember if I went over, or at least I did like deck building to show it off. If I did, I will explain it then. If not, then at the beginning of session 3, when we go into the third world of the game, I will explain it. Yeah, in case you can't tell, I'm by worlds. So when I'm recording this, I record a world, then stop, record another world, then stop, record another world, then stop. So overall, it's going to take me about 15 sessions worth of recording footage. I kept a lot more back in this world because it was the first world. So what'll probably end up happening is the worlds will probably take about 2 videos in the future, because I'll show off a little bit of something and move forward, a little bit more and move forward. I don't even know what's going on here anymore. Oh, that's right. Aerith is basically... I don't mind this audio track. I'm not a big fan of it. But what Aerith is basically saying is everything in this castle is a figment. So be careful, be wary of your memories, because they could lie to you. They could lead you astray. Illusions. Sometimes the shadows of your memory will deceive you and try to lead you astray. And Sora's so stupid to figure out what that means. And as Aerith says, she's just another illusion. She cannot tell him the truth. But you know what? Aerith was nice enough to give us that little tidbit of information. Does play a massive part in the story of this game, for those of you who know it. If you don't, well then you're in for a little bit of a treat. Forward. Sora! I think that's Donald screaming that. I can't voice. The only thing I can do is go, which is pretty pitiful compared to my older sister. Do a great Donald Duck impression. Yeah, all my impressions are goofy, just the yuck. And Sora hasn't been talking to anyone this whole time. Just like Aerith said, she was only a figment of his imagination. But that being said, that's the end of Traverse Town. We have completed the world. After being the boss, you will get a little cutscene and stuff. But yes, all done with this world. And Donald and Goofy are telling Sora how worried they were because he was standing by himself. Sora, is this what she meant? Who knows, Sora? Maybe it is what she meant. Maybe you have more to find out. But now, we have the final room of the world. The final room of the world will almost be known as Respite. Now, I hate this word. The word respite is like the most mispronounced word I've ever seen, because everyone pronounces it respite. Now, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the word is pronounced respite. I forget exactly what it means, but that's not important. We're at the end of the world. We climb the ladder, we get a save point, and there's a door that will lead us back into Castle, so that we climb the stairs and go to our next floor. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, leave a comment, like, and please subscribe. See you guys next time.